All right, Mid-South EV here, and one thing that I wanted to do with this channel was explore EV infrastructure. As EV cars become more adopted, the infrastructure has to grow with it, and that covers mostly charging stations, keep your EV going. But what happens if you get a fender bender, if you ding your EV, what do you do with it? And that's why we're here at Icon EV Collision Services to explore what do they do, how do they get an EV car back on the road after it's damaged. So let's go check it out and find out what kind of specialized techniques, tools, and what it looks like when an EV car gets damaged and how it gets back on the road. Let's go check it out. But so you had the Tesla Light Show here, and when I first came here, I thought, why do we even need a collision, like an EV specialized collision service? I didn't understand, like, what's just another car? Right?
Oh, sure, it just plugs in.
Yeah, instead it just plugs in instead of putting gas in. But then you took us to the shop, and I thought, oh my goodness, the design and the way they're put together is completely different than your regular car.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to kind of dive into that a little bit. You gave a really good presentation when you were here before.
Well, thanks.
So
I appreciate it.
just do that again, that'd be great.
Yeah. Well, the main thing about this shop is we're an EV only shop, but it's not necessarily because of the drivetrain, like you described the other day. It's because of the way they're built from the ground up differently.
Yeah.
And because of those changes in the way they're built and designed, they can be a lot cheaper. They can, handle the physics of the battery pack, and ultimately be the safest car on the road.
All right. And this is EV only. Is the only anything else is Tesla?
Yeah,
primarily.
mainly Tesla. We do some Rivian, but Rivian's a big commitment for small volume, and we don't have that many around.
So you have to get specialized and certified.
Yeah, to get deep enough into the car.
And you're certified Tesla.
Correct.
Now, like a Ford or a Chevy EV, are they still built like an ICE car with just electric motor and battery in it, or do you?
For the most part, at least by the same people and the same methods. So
Yeah.
it might be different than the ICE version of it if it's the EV version, but they're still using like high strength steel and spot welds and things that you would just expect to see from a Chevrolet. And you get into a Tesla, it's a whole different world.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be as efficient as a Tesla would because they're built lighter and a little stronger.
Exactly.
Cool. All right, so we ready to go back?
Yeah.
Let's go. Really nothing else comes through here.
Correct.
What's your throughput?
Well, we do about 60 cars a month, which is just enough, especially with our fleet out here in Memphis. We don't have that many cars.
Yeah.
We've got enough to where it keeps us busy, and we're slowly getting busier and busier.
I mean, there's more collisions.
Yes, but it's been balanced. As the fleet has grown, the stock's become smarter. So over the years, we've noticed that a couple of things. We've noticed that you get fewer accidents, and I blame FSD, and I blame what I would call the instinctual part of the firmware, the autopilot safety features that everyone gets. They're getting better.
Okay.
They really are.
So the car's getting better at avoiding collisions.
Avoiding and planning to take one. As much as it knows one's coming, it knows if it's going to hit something.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly.
Okay.
And if you look at the cars now, I think I've got one car that's hitting the doors on the right rear. Most every other one in the shop is a rear end because the car can't do anything about that yet. Or it's a corner hit. And it's like the car planned on getting hit in the corner.
Is it better to get hit in the corner?
Yes.
Really?
Because the suspension can be involved. It's just as much of the crash.
Okay, so it's absorbing.
Yeah,
that area.
a lot of the bends and what you see in control arms and weaknesses built into them are for a crash.
Okay.
From a
So
crash.
it's absorbing the energy on that.
Mhm.
Okay. That's interesting.
So like the Cybertruck behind us, bless its heart, the bottom of its knuckle snapped.
Oh yeah.
And this one actually went off road and flipped over and was on its nose. But that knuckle broke, and it's got a specific point that could be a lot thicker, but it's weak on purpose.
Yeah, so it'll break before it damages the rest of the.
Exactly.
Yeah, airplanes are built the same way. You want it to break here. You don't want it to break up here.
Right. You want to control the run because things will go wrong.
Yeah. Control the run. That's a good phrase.
As much as you can. Yeah. As much as you can. And like every undulation, that metal's been planned out by an engineer.
Sure.
And I'm sure they had to go through 10 acts of Congress to add a clip if they wanted to. Like, they are very good at packaging. It's pretty wild, and it changes what we fix on the cars too, because the wrecks get a little smaller.
Okay.
They're not as expensive. Because if you do much anything on a Tesla, it could be a $10,000 thing pretty fast.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
If you get hit in the structural part, or really a lot of pieces, like the headlights are $1,600. A good corner hit, you can get to $6,000 from just parts.
Okay.
Just getting pieces to fix it, not even labor, the part that everyone assumes is expensive. We have been overcome by the price of parts. But when you look at all that, as far as a comparable car, all those cars have more simple ADAS systems, the advanced driver assist systems.
ADAS, okay.
And they have windshield cameras just like the Tesla, etc. But the brain behind them is not that smart.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, instead of training a dog to do things with the command, you have to put blinders on it. You have to you have to understand the intelligence level of it.
Okay.
So where you get hit in a Tesla, it's an expensive quarter panel replacement, etc. If you get hit in the same panel with a similar feature set, then calibrating those radars can be $1,000 just by itself. They have to lay out a lot of stuff on the floor, put targets.
For Camry, yeah, the Tesla's moving away from the radars.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a
all
lot
visual.
there's a lot of good reasons for that from a logic standpoint. But from a repairability standpoint, that's the part no one's talking about. It makes it so much cheaper to fix it. Yeah, absolutely.
So these are good here.
Yes. And we got yes, so that's a French company, and each of their benches, these road things, are named after rivers. So this is the
Okay.
and they have rivals, and I forget French rivers really fast. So hard to do.
Right.
But these are the jigs that we're setting up for that side of it. Okay, and that's not the one you saw the other day. This one actually, on the whole back aircraft. Yeah. So this one, I wish you could see that before, but this one, there's this tower right here called the tailgate. I think it's just called the tailgate tower, or the rear mast.
Sure.
This has got a crack in it down there from the tailgate shoving to the right.
Okay.
So he got hit in the left rear in the bedside at about 30, 40 miles an hour, something like that. And because the tailgate and the exterior panels are so much stronger than the casting, and depending on how you look at strength,
Yeah.
when it came over, it was enough to crack the structure in here.
Okay.
Now, if you ask any traditional car guy, that sounds like a terrible design because
Yeah.
the structure's weak.
Right.
But it's actually the intention of the way the truck's designed.
Sacrificed yourself.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So this one cracked at the bottom. This tailgate tower, which I think is, there's some of it. But this is the other part. And you would think this is heavy. This is not that heavy
Right.
for what it is.
Oh my goodness.
It's not that heavy.
But that's steel.
So this is supposed to be right here.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be like this.
Right.
And when he got hit on the bedside, it actually popped this off of the rail.
Okay.
And that's that flat piece down there.
Yeah.
That's where it used to contact. And so when this got hit, it also flexed and bent this whole plate up.
This is aluminum.
Yes. This is part of the Giga casting.
Oh, it's part of the Giga casting. Okay. Yeah, look at that. And did you cut that?
Yes.
Okay.
So
And you're able to like replace or repair
in parts, in certain sections, yes.
That's amazing.
That's what's the cool thing about it, because that crack over there, we can re-weld, send you home.
Sure.
It doesn't take long at all.
Yeah.
So that cracking is way cheaper than a frame taking a diamond.
So this is part of the Giga cast here.
Yes, this whole thing is actually one big piece.
And they're stamping that,
Mm-hmm.
which is wild. This is amazing. There's not a whole lot going on. Honestly.
A lot, but not too much. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not overly complex.
Yeah.
But this piece
Yeah.
will float right here. Of course,
Okay.
we trimmed it and such.
Yeah.
Or is it this way? This is why we have body technicians. But I believe it's this way.
Yeah, I
'cause
think
this
you're
is the
right
bumper
there,
bracket. So this piece wasn't flat anymore, and we've actually never done this part of it, so we don't know how flat this has to be. I'm not going to give the guy a bad truck back. Like, we were not sure. And And I'm glad we went this way because that's the replacement part. And
Okay.
It is dead flat. So this.
So it would never be quite right if you didn't cut that out.
Right.
It would always be the tailgate would never quite close.
Well, see, that's the thing. The procedure says to build all the exterior panels and then attach that to the floor, as
Okay.
if you use the outside panels to line up the structure
Yeah.
instead of the other way around. Because the outside panels are not going to budge, so you have to do it inside out or outside in.
So that's completely anti-intuitive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally you would build a structure and then put the panels.
Right. And that's why you have
differently.
jigs to know where the structure is
Yeah.
before you build it. Now we need jigs on this one for this piece right here.
Right.
This is the rear rail section they sell. So
Are
this
you gonna have to weld that then?
no, it's just rivets and glue.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just rivets and glue.
So you won't have to jig that because otherwise you won't be able to keep it straight.
right. So this part actually
So that's
has
going to be a
slip.
split. That's a splice.
Yeah, and I don't get me wrong. I don't have, oh, there it goes.
All right, so that'll strengthen it.
Yes, and then half of this slides into the old piece.
So that must be repair parts that Tesla manufactures.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So they're ahead of the game.
Well, they're willing to look at the game and say let's do it differently.
Sure. So they're engineering this stuff from a blank slate.
Yeah, and I think ahead of the game is the right term. It's just this is nothing new. Range Rovers and other cars have riveted and bonded pieces together for the longest time. Like if you buy a BMW quarter panel, you're getting one of those to support the bond.
Okay.
But no one's taking it to this level of making the whole back of the truck in one part and replacing so many little pieces with so.
How about that? That was awesome.
So once we're done, this is what takes so long. And this is why Cybertruck just said it's a $20,000 ordeal. It's because we got 2 days in building that bench to spec for this job.
Okay.
So those are the MZ towers. Those are the start point of most of all the points.
You don't have an overhead crane, so how are you going to get?
Well, we pick it up with a 2-post lift, and then we roll the bench under it and then drop it down.
Okay.
So it'll be similar to like that truck did.
Yeah.
We'll
Put it over there.
Pick it up, drop it on there. And then once it's on the bench, just like that Model X over there.
Oh, so there you just roll around wherever you need to go.
It just takes 2 people. And you just move the car.
That's great.
You can just walk it down the street. It's
So all
pretty
this stuff is completely different than any other collision shop for an
well.
ICE car. Well, we just see similar things on it.
You would see similar stuff with a Mercedes, a Land Rover, higher end European stuff.
Oh,
That's what's wild is this is
Okay.
this is taking traditional, not gigacasting is a whole different thing, but jigging, riveting, bonding, that's all stuff that's been done for years on higher end vehicles, like your S classes and stuff. Your modern Camaro's got a aluminum cast strut tower, but high strength steel, other pieces, because it's just they're too tempted to lose that weight. It's so easy. They can sit there and re-engineer every part in the car, or just switch that to aluminum. You know,
Right.
And there's procedures that are involved with that, and there's some due diligence. And you would think a Camaro anyone could fix, but you get into that part, you got to
Yeah,
really
that's
take it to a
really-
certified shop.
They might do it. You might see it soon.
Well, like that quarter panel over there, he's working on has clamps on it, holding it down. He's doing the test fit, doing the cuts and everything.
Okay.
So that's a steel quarter on top of the old structure.
Okay.
And there's the old one. Just chopped away.
So it just got side slides.
Yeah, and it's deep enough right here to where we could have possibly fixed this. It wouldn't have been the prettiest thing. But the bond that holds this panel to the structure underneath it is weaker than the panel itself.
I got you.
So by the time you try to pull that panel
There's
out,
going to be a void there. And it's gonna be
yeah, if it breaks the bond, you're toast. So
You had to grind the rivets here.
yes, and then we go back through. So it actually, those are where
There's that spot weld.
it was probably SPRs from the factory.
Okay.
And then we come back with flow forms because whatever we do, we cut it, get the panel off, and then we're going to drill a hole through the whole stack.
Yeah.
And then lag it together with
Which
the
he's going to
flow
have to
form.
do there. So he's going to have to drill that, right?
Yes.
Is he going to back drill it because there's already holes back there?
Exactly.
This guy, he's going to have to be highly skilled.
Yes. Yeah, you don't want. Don't get me wrong. No matter how good you are, your first one's a lot very
Sure.
nerve-wracking.
Sure.
But these guys have done hundreds of
Yeah.
these panels, and it really does take that amount of repetition to master.
It does. Yes. Back drilling is not a Joe job.
No, and it's got to be exactly 8 millimeters, or you got problems.
Oh yeah, so
'cause
you
the
have
rivets.
close tolerance on the rivet.
Yes.
Rivet.
Yeah, I can't get oversized rivets. There's no step
No
ups.
such thing?
Nope.
Okay. So if you go oversized,
I'll buy a couple more pieces. No one likes that. But I think that's for the most
that's
part.
this is really awesome.
Yeah, well, thank you.
So your background, were you a body guy before? Or?
No, I worked at the other shop, our main shop, and worked with. I started in the wash bay, got familiar with the cars in the back,
Okay.
and eventually started riding them up front, and then just kind of learned on the job.
All right. So
And we take iCar certifications, and we do training in that regard.
also there is okay.
But the best real experience with this, I mean, there's not really body man school anymore. You had technical schools, which were awesome and need to come back. But nowadays, the tech schools, they do create some body men, but you really have to get out there and use some hands-on experience.
I
to
got you.
learn.
So you driving it. What do you see with the electric car as far as adoption? You see it increasing? You think is it flattening out? What's just your opinion?
I think it'll slowly increase, and I think it depends on certain social groups.
yeah, that's a big thing.
Yes. And I think it's really down the butts and seats. Once people drive one, it's like iPhone.
And you're right. Yeah, and like the big three, they're not really selling them well at all. I mean, they're not getting people in and telling them about it. These are the advantages you have. Like the first time I drove, a buddy of mine let me drive his Model 3. I was done. It was over. Yeah, I'm not going back to ICE ever. I just can't. But yeah, you're right. You get butts and seats, and you start to see more.
After the second one we fixed at Icon, I wanted one.
Yeah. Okay.
And they were just Model S's. The Model 3 hadn't come out yet.
Well, that's
Oh yeah, I wanted one. Now I couldn't afford it. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted it. And then when the Model 3 came out, it was perfect.
all right. Very good. Well, I hope to see you around in the Tesla.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're at all curious, once we get that on there, I can tell you.
Oh, we do a follow-up.
Yeah, if you want to see it.
Do a before and after. So that was our tour of Icon EV Collision Center, and I hope you got a good look at the technology and that goes into the Tesla, why it's so special, and the technology that's required to repair them, and what goes into building them. And thanks for watching, and like and subscribe.